Hey guys, get ready me while I tell you a story time of how I snuck my boyfriend at the time to sleep over. Yes, this is a real story time and it's my story time. Okay, so this story time was actually like a year ago. It was like June, July, because that's when me and my ex dated. So basically, me and my best friend at the time had this little sleepover and we just came back from a party and we were at home. We ordered some food. I don't know how the shops were open, but yeah, we ended ordering food at like 12 and then we were eating and everything. It was like 1:30 by that point and we were really bored. So I texted my boyfriend and I was like, should we try sneak him in? We were really silly. Like, I don't know, that summer I was cursed by something. I wasn't being myself at all. The only reason we thought this would work out was because at the time he used to live like 5-minute walk from me. You literally go down my road and you turn left and he's there. So when he tried to like see if he can leave the house, his parents weren't asleep. So he basically told his mum that he's gonna go out really early in the morning. So if she wakes up and he's not there, that's why. He said he's going to like Bournemouth with his friends early in the morning so they can get there at like 10 or something. I don't know, because we live in London. So obviously his mum expected him to not be there. So cool, he said that, and then when she fell asleep, he left his house at like 3 a.m. and he started walking to mine. Meanwhile, me and my best friend were downstairs getting food. That was our excuse, but nobody woke up. And then he came, he was there, and we were like, wait, how do we get him in? So we decided to open the window of our living room and just get him in, because our front door will make too much noise, and there's two doors. Like, it's not only one, you have to get through two doors. So we ended up doing that and he got in successfully. Now this is the sticky bit. My room is 3rd floor, my parents' room is 2nd floor, like right next to the staircase. So we had to walk back up and make it seem like there's no, like 3 people, obviously, like 2 people walking. And you can hear like each step because my house is like carpet. So that was quite challenging, but we did end up making it. And then we were just in our room, chilling, vibing. We kept on laughing. I tried to make him like not laugh, because if my mum hears a guy laugh, that's it, we're done. She knows. My mum ends up hearing us laughing too much, and she usually doesn't go in my room, so I wasn't that bothered. So I start hearing footsteps and I'm like, yep, we're done, like we're done. So I tell him to hide under the blanket, and then my mum walks in and it's just me and my friend, but he didn't get under the blanket. His fucking curly hair was sticking out. And my mum goes, who's that? I'm like, what? What do you mean? And then she pulls off the blanket and she sees him. As soon as my mum sees that, she walks downstairs and wakes up my dad. At this point, it's literally 4 a.m. and my mum calls me downstairs and I have a little chat with them. And they're like, why did you do this? We can't send him home because it's literally late. Like, he can't get in his house anymore because his parents are asleep. So then my mum was like, this is the only way, like, this is the only time you're going to do this. He can sleep over, but he needs to go in the morning. I was like, cool. Like, I'm getting my boyfriend to sleep over. I don't care. So, yeah, that was really it. Then in the morning, she never really mentioned it again. And my parents didn't mention it again. But we did get cameras now, so we kind of have cameras because of that in our house. So whenever someone comes in, she can see it in the camera. That's really the story. The story is kind of hectic, but I forgot to put primer. And the makeup didn't turn out as expected, so I'm probably going to redo it and do another story time. Hope you guys enjoyed though. Love you all. Bye.
Get ready with me while I tell you about the time my nan texted my mum, except my nan was dead. By the way, I've used all the Dr. Naomi skin products to prep my skin today. If you like a good lip plumper, I put this on about 2 minutes ago and I can literally feel it plumping up my lips. It's amazing. So my nan passed away in 2016. And at the time I was 19. I think it's worth noting my nan was a very tech savvy nan. Like, I'm talking when Lady Gaga brought out her album, I think in 2008 or 9. She loved it. She was on Facebook. She always kept it up to date. She had all like PlayStation, all the latest gadgets. If she was alive today, no doubt she'd be on TikTok. Anyway, my nan had cancer, and in the lead up to her death, as a lot of cancer patients are, she was on some heavy drugs. She was a bit out of it, particularly in her last 5 days. Anyway, probably like 2 weeks before she died, she asked my dad to take all her rings because she was in palliative care. So my dad took all her rings and put them in our family safe. Just because of all the drugs, like a few days after that, she started like cracking it, going, "Where are my rings?" Accused me, her granddaughter, and I was pretty close with my nan, accused me of stealing her rings, which was just not the case. Like, she'd forgotten that she'd given them to dad. Anyway, we worked through that and we gave her her rings back. She wanted to wear her rings, so the Queen got her rings. Then she passed away. When she passed away, she had her rings on, but she'd also been telling in the weeks prior, like, "I want this one to go to you, this one to go to you," etc. Passed away, my mum and dad went and saw her, and mum obviously took her jewelry, took her rings off her hands. And it was probably about 2 or 3 days after she died, we had her phone sitting at my house, but it was not yet disconnected. And me, my dad and my sister were all sitting in the lounge room, and the phone was on our kitchen bench. And where our lounge room is, the kitchen bench is in our eye view, so we could actually see her phone. My mum was sitting out on our deck, and our deck kind of extends out from our lounge room with like clear glass doors, so we could all see each other. We're just sitting on the couch. We've been organising her funeral and stuff, and this text comes through. I think it's worth noting, my mum was on her phone, on the phone call, and my mum also had a work phone. So she had 2 phones, and her work phone was sitting in front of her, and her normal phone, she was on it. And she got a text to her work phone, so while she's on a phone call, her work phone comes up from my nan's phone, her number saying, "Rings." I have no idea if this is going to fit into one part, so if we need a part 2, go to part 2.
Alani story time. Okay, first of all, I did not expect that video to go as viral as it did, or expect so many people to find this account that I actually know. Okay, basically, starting freshman year, I would have probably an Alani like every school day. So not every single day, but every school day. But this happened the beginning of sophomore year. I was in chemistry class and we were doing a lab. If you hear stuff going on out there, there's workers at my house. But my teacher was like demonstrating a lab to us, and all of a sudden I felt like really like dizzy and like gross. So I asked my friend to like switch spots with me so I could like lean against the wall to see if that would help. But then I just like felt like I was about to like collapse. So I asked my friend to take me to the nurse because 1, I didn't know where it was. 2, I was like, I'm gonna fall down the hallway. There was like an assistant teacher in there with us that day, and when my friends said that they were gonna take me to the nurse, she offered. And then next thing I know, I collapsed, but I don't really remember anything. So all of like my friends that were in the room like filled me in on the story. They said I was like walking out the door and I literally just fell, and the teacher tried to catch me, but like when you don't realize someone's entire weight is falling, like you can't really catch them as easy. So they said I kind of hit my head, but not like that hard. So I was completely unconscious for 8 minutes, and then when I like woke up, I guess, I just opened my eyes and I could like see everything and hear everyone, but I like physically could not move or speak. That lasted for about an hour and a half. But I ended up having to go code through the hospital, which is lights and sirens, because I was still kind of unresponsive. When I got to the hospital, I was probably there for about like 2 hours getting my like EEGs, EKGs, and then like all my MRIs done. After about an hour and a half, when I started like waking up, I just remember being like freezing and kind of being like out of it. I was really weak, and I had to like walk around like a lap around the hospital before we could leave, so we had to stay there for like an extra hour before I could like actually get up and do that. But once we got home, my grandparents brought me food and I ate and just kind of like slept. After I like slept and took a nap, I felt like normal again. I literally felt like almost perfectly back to normal like the next day, so I convinced my mom to let me go back to school because I had a test that I didn't want to miss. But there were so many like rumors going around that like I like fell on the stairs, or that I had like seizures. There was some that like I like hurt myself, which is crazy. But we had to get a lot of tests done to try to see if we could like actually find the problem. And the only thing they told us is that they think it's from the Alani's that I was drinking. So I was banned by all my doctors from drinking Alani's. And they said like I could still have some caffeine, just not that much, and in that kind of like drink, I guess. So Alani, if you're seeing this, please make an uncaffeinated version because I miss the drinks so much. That's all. Bye guys.
If you have a secret account, people are going to find you no matter what, because right now I have like 400 followers. When I had like 100 and a little bit, 2 people from my summer camp found me, and 1 person from my school found me, but she just moved to San Diego. That's besides the point. And 1 person that I play violin with found me through another person. And I don't have that find my contacts thing turned on. Like, whoever said that worked is a liar. And then one of my friends from school sent this to our whole group chat. So everyone I know knows about this account. And it's not like I post Gojo edits or something weird, so I mean, it shouldn't be that embarrassing, but it's one of the most mortifying things I've ever had to experience in my entire life. And if one of you brings this up in school, I may be actually eligible for a life sentence in jail. So, yeah, but if you have a secret account, just be ready because it's gonna happen.
My best friend's boyfriend wants to cheat on her with me. She has no clue yet. Haven't sat down and talked about my personal life in so long. To give some context, she's one of my closest friends and she's always talking about her boyfriend, like, and how cute he is with her. She just loves him so much. But recently, he's been ghosting. She doesn't get why, and that's when it all started. She invited me to go hang out with them and I was like, yeah, cool. Like, what could go wrong? And honestly, I was not feeling it that day. I woke up and I had a bad hair day. Like, I was not slaying. Completely gave up trying. I kind of just wanted to like lay down and binge watch Gossip Girls or whatever. But I got myself together because she was like, please just come, it's gonna be so fun. Also using this skin tint Hourglass sent me, but she's done a lot of things for me and she's been to places I dragged her to. So I went. We were having a great time till she went to go get a snack. That's when he came up to me. Weird things started happening. I was not expecting that. That like caught me off guard. Comes to me and says that he's like super into me and starts flirting, basically like so close to me, and he's like, she doesn't have to know. He's like, we can make this work, you know, it's not a big deal. The worst part is that she's like right there and she's getting a snack. She's gonna come back any second now. I was like, well, shit. I was just in complete shock, but I would never, like, even if he was Timothy Chalamet, I would not. I can't do that. Like, she is gorgeous inside and out, and she deserves someone so much better, someone who only loves and thinks about her. I'm getting ready for class, and as much as it hurts, I'm gonna tell her today I care about her. Okay, eyes done. I'll keep you guys updated if you want. Just hope she doesn't think it's my fault. I'm gonna use this Jora lip gloss they sent me. Oh, I love it. So here I go.